today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, and look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Recovered by the Bears.
It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st and goal at the 1. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Here's Foles. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now Foles. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Robinson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we make...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the save. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Patterson on the carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Foles. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, the game the underneath stuff, you got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 5 now. Watson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
Huston.
From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Texans 7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Foles on target with that one to Graham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
The Texans, first down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
down, Texans.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and very long, but they had been in 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on 2nd and inches, but you can't take a sack. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Again, it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And his kick is right through. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. 95 catches for him now on the year. And it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now back to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that is incomplete here. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On first down, it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here's Foles. Now he finds his tight end, Graham. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Foles. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Foles on target there to Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Foles to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Javon Wims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 34-yard line. They run, Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Foles. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Graham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
You know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Houston.
Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. But there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the Texans first down.
First down carry here for Johnson. Watson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up. He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace up, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's Watson on third down. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now it's Patterson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
Recovered by the kicking team.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball for it again, and picked it up. They get a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Texans' 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Here we go with Johnson. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Patterson on the draw play. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. Running for it, Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is caught with a catch right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A solid. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the top.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the
board. Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get me! Let's go! Let's go! Get ready! Get ready!
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a few kneel downs should just... about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
From the end zone, Watson. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there.
It sails incomplete.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Well, based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Bears, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next.